Hello, you got it locked on your children with your girl here, Tasha T, here bringing you another episode of How to Shine Your Light. How to Shine Your Light is brought to you by Light Communications. It's all about unity, togetherness. That's the mantra for our parenting series, doing this thing together so that we don't let our children hang in the balance. So I'm coming to you today with another episode, and this episode we want to talk about protecting our children. A lot of things going on with these little children. A lot of them being, molested. A lot of things. And sometimes we as parents, it is our fault. Hold on. One, we're not teaching them. Teach your children from time they small about, their private parts, and, if anybody touch them and make it feel, they feel any kind of way, they feel inappropriate, that they have to come to you and talk about it. Have that open line of conversation with your children. A lot of things happening to these children's parents, a lot of things happening to our children, and we don't know about it because, one, we don't provide them an avenue for them to talk to us. Two, we don't have the time to hear what they have to say. And three, when they do say something, we ain't believing them. So now our children, them right under our nose, a lot of things happening to them, and we have to take some sort of accountability for that. Mothers, when you and that man break up, stop bringing a pack of man around your children them. We need to stop doing that, because sometimes these men that we bringing around our children and preying on our children. They're preying on our children. Be more aware of the type of people you picking up. Study their movements and figure out if that is, the type of person you would want to introduce into your home around your children. Fathers, get involved. Know what's going on in that parent household. The non-custodial parent, know what's going on in the house. Know what's going on. Ask your children questions. So in the case of a father and your children living with the mother and the mother new boyfriend or whatever, you get involved. You ask the children, you like the boyfriend, then they're gonna open up that dialogue. What going on there? Anything? You don't preempt anything, but you just talk to them and see what's happening, because you don't want to put nothing in the back of their mind too. But you just let them know, okay, everything good with you, everything, any issues, whatever. Keep on point with that. Sometimes you hear these horror stories of these girls who, are being touched. They go to their mothers, and sometimes the mother don't believe them. Mothers, we need to stop doing our daughters that. If your daughter come to you with something, at the very least, you have to investigate it. At the very least, you have to stay vigilant and see if you see any signs. At the very least, you cannot just disregard what she's saying. Don't nobody want to be a prisoner in their own home. And when we suffer our children to be touched and molested in our own home, there's prisoners. Home is not safe. You could imagine the disease that child will be growing with, that will manifest into disease if it's not controlled. We talk about this already. Be vigilant with the people you bringing around your children. Don't be quick. Everybody you talking to ain't supposed to meet your children. Your children ain't supposed to know everybody you talking to. And do you think you living in a house, you have sons, that's women, you bring a pack of man through the place, you think your son them gonna respect you? Huh? You think your son them gonna respect you? You think your girls gonna emulate that behavior? So what it is you teaching them to do? You teaching them to run a pack of man? Be careful, nobody saying you can't see who you want to use as an adult, But what I'm trying to tell you is keep it out the power of view of your child. Your children them don't have to know everybody you talking to. I remember when, you know, me and my children father had break up, and I was, just chilling, I was cooling by myself and what's not, and I came across Dr. Umar Johnson, and he had a lot of stuff to say about relationships and what's not and so forth. And one of my good friends tell me, listen, when you start dating people again, you don't go in and telling people what you want and what you expect, because now you just giving people, you just telling people a roadmap of how to get with you. I never forget that advice he gave me, and I was like, that makes sense. So we tell them exactly what they need to do to get us, and then be shocked when it don't pan out, because that ain't really coming from them. That's just, they just want to get some. So you have to, don't start to think, oh, my last man didn't do this, my last man didn't do that, you like this, you want this, you ain't standing for. Don't do that. See what they coming with on their own. Ask the question, what's your intentions? What it is you checking on? Don't be so quick to jump in bed with people. Find out what their morals, what their values are. You have children. In my case, I have 4, 2 girls and 2 boys. And I was very serious, because initially I didn't even want no step parent for my children them. Because I see how that step parent thing to go. And I never sure I'm going to talk to her about that. I never did want that. You understand? So I was extra cognizant, and I was extra aware of what I was doing, because I knew I didn't want to put them into no kind of jeopardy. I didn't. So we as parents, we don't be so concerned about the next thing. Be concerned about the welfare of your children. And ain't only in terms of, molestation. You gotta look at it in terms of abuse. Sometimes when you bring somebody else around your children, in the case of men and women, look at some women who will downright dog out your children, them, and they got some men who will downright abuse your children and physically, That non-custodial parent have to be involved and know when them children sounding the alarm to go and rescue the children. It'll be so heartbreaking to hear sometimes in when you hear that the mother boyfriend or the father girlfriend kill the children them, and meanwhile this non-custodial parent were fighting for the child, want the child to be with them, but the courts and whatever else ain't want the child with them, and then their child end up dead. Them things is so heartbreaking. That's why I want to preach this unity. Sometimes too, we as mothers, we don't want to break. Okay, you want to break, but you don't want the father come for them. Make it make sense. So now, instead of you letting the father or the mother come for them, what you doing? You dropping them off by time they can Harry, cousin, Sue, and uncle, and what happened there? Half of the time when you hear about these cases of molestation, is your family doing it. It don't be no stranger. So before you take and carry your child all about the place to get a break, maintain a connection with the father, with the mother. So when you need a break, you could call and say, hey, I need to reset you. You need to come for these children. Give me a break. Because at the end of the day, the two of you guys responsible for that life. It ain't a one-man show. And because we're trying to make it a one-man show, that is where the things them going bad. That's where it's going bad. That's why we talking about unity, togetherness, man. Because that's what we going to need for these children. Okay? You had a lot, and you've been chilling with a girl there, Tasha T, bringing you another episode of How to Shine Your Light. How to Shine Your Light is brought to you by Light Communications. Don't forget Light Communications for all of your public relations and communications needs. Hit me up, Natasha, at lightcommunications.com. You and me, we need to be together on one page, because we're going to make it for these children. Everywhere we go, we're going to do it. I believe in you. Have a wonderful day and blessings, guys.